Hello, my friends. My name is Johnny Cadet, and this is my very first Let's Play of LeClue Detective. I know nothing about this game other than the fact it's about a cute little girl going on adventures to solve a murder mystery. I am completely oblivious to what's about to happen, so I hope you enjoy watching as much as I enjoy playing it. So we'll go ahead and get started. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. I think he looks sus, so I'm gonna give him creepy. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so as I saw that they're going to be puzzles. This will be interesting because I'm not very good at puzzles. Let's see if I can. Yay! Okay, cool. Ooh, I wonder what that's about. Welcome to Arthurton. Completed prologue. Ooh, okay. Hopefully, this game has voices, so you don't have to hear my awful voice trying to do voices. Dang, okay. Alright, sorry, please bear with me. Some of my voices are guaranteed to be awful. I have a feeling this guy's gonna be the narrator, so I'll give him my regular voice. Yeah, alright, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. If it turns out that he's not, I'll just give him, I guess, an attempt at an English accent. I don't know. What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Oh, just like my dog. Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. Oh. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. Agatha Christie's? Oh my god. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue. Oh, look at her character design. I love it. And she was the world's greatest detective. Oh, I thought that was the alarm clock. No, that doesn't make any sense. Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did. And my answer is no. I understand that, but... Yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please listen to what I'm saying. Oh. Well, that's cool. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels, typical, maybe even forgettable, but there was one thing. Oh, this is what we were just reading. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. Okay. So these 2 pages are for the book. Cool. Okay, so I guess... Okay, that's kind of cool. So you move it until the diamond turns green. Okay. Okay. Letter to Finkelfans, draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein. Oh, he named the town after himself. That's cute. And here we are at book 38 of the Jenny LeClue series, her most joyful adventure yet. Thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive. To answer your questions, despite any rumors you may have heard, of course the Jenny books will continue. As long as there is ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. Yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Okay. So we can change the... Oh, 2 fingers. Okay. Do you think this is like the Patreon supporters? That would be clever. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oof. This music. From the office of Richard Inkwell. Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I've got some bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Okay, so it looks like copies sold in thousands, entry in series. It looks like... Okay, so it looks like the more he wrote, the less popular it got. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news, it's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. And then I guess the author wrote, I'm not a murderer. Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah. How do I zoom out? Oh, there we go. In other positive news, someone from a real newspaper finally reviewed your last book, Hack. Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich, the 38th and hopefully last book in a series which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Without reservation... I'm trying to see... Oops! No! I'm trying to see if I can read anything. Do not. Yeah. Arthur K. Finkelstein... Quality. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstop. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you on the rump. I took the worst bits out. Oh my goodness. I imagine all this might come off as a bit of a shock. But we've got to move on with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows? Maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Unbelievable. Sorry about your career. Chin up though, eh? Richard Inkwell. Squash next week. At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. Aw. So it sounds like, from the phone call, that Richard, the guy that he's talking to, wants him to start making changes to his story. Based off of the letter to his fans, it sounds like he's very, he doesn't want to change. I'm wondering if... no. He's writing the Jenny story, so he's probably the narrator. Excuse me. You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Ha! If it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. Chapter 1. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton, but today was different, and nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was... What? No. Oh no. So, are we gonna figure out who murdered her? Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective? Oh. Oh. Let me try to think of a voice to give her. Let's see. Apologies in advance if I sound too grating. This is the voice I'm going to try. No, no, no! Never move the victim!
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
So many... Okay. Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk. Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students, terrible cook, great mom. Okay, so she's the mom. But he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. We mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body. Who can postulate how she met her demise? Ooh, me. I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she's obviously wasn't looking where she was going.
So she slipped on the wet floor.
And cracked her head open.
And then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. It was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder. Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone was even here.
Oh, yes, there was. It was murder, and I can prove it.
Oh my god, okay.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all of her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty. How many people get the chance to solve their own murder? The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle. First, I'll search the crime scene for clues. Then she'd analyze the data. And finally, deduce the real cause of death. Okay. Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her. Oh, I thought they were gonna comment on the scratch. The rip right here. What a waste of perfectly good coffee. Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving. Chalky green residue on the rim. It smells like burnt matches. Aw, it's something we have in common, Mr. Beans. The ends justify the beans. Oh my god! Puns. Cute. Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and lens through which she focused her keen detective vision. It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since. Oh. There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood. Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud. The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. What? 7 out of 8 clues. Oh. The victim has has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up. How do I know the victim didn't slip? Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots. I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip? The victim is wearing giant, muddy boots. The victim is lying in a fresh pool of sticky blood. Gross. The sweater is old and looks itchy. The victim is wearing thick-rimmed glasses with a strong prescription. The floor is wet and squeaky clean. Not a mark on it. Oh, okay. Wet and squeaky clean. Muddy boots. Okay, so... hold. Oh, that's cool. Where are they? The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So, where are they? Oh, hold. Someone else was here. Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here. Oh, yay! Okay. What was the real cause of death? Okay. Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? The victim is lying face up. The victim's lips are dry and crusty and stained green. The floor is wet and squeaky clean. The victim is lying in a fresh pool of sticky blood and no coffee left, just a chalky green residue that smells of almonds. Oh, okay. So coffee cup and mouth. Coffee, deadly but delicious. Smells of burnt matches. Oh. There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead. Yay! Ouch! I hit myself. Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. I love how smug she looks. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints and an unshattered mug. She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is a story of a scorned ex-lover. Jenny, the gardener, enacting his revenge. Jenny, a deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins. That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this going to be on the test? Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer. But what's the point in all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt, to learn. I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which, and where are you off to, young lady? I'm a dead body, Mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya. Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool! What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it? The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With their trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her. In her pockets. Oh,
A new journal!
to Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it. I love nerds. Cute. I wonder if we're gonna get more stickers. Now I'll just toss that. I think I'm gonna wait and see if we get more stickers. Because I feel like throughout the game, yeah, they're gonna let us collect a bunch of stickers. Oh. A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages, and on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never lets up. A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Aww. Alright, so it doesn't let me go anymore. Find a map, keep it here. Choosiness. You chose a creepy tune for the mysterious man to whistle. Oh. Interesting. So I guess they give you options like they did in the beginning, and depending on what you get, affects the personality you give Jenny. That's cute. I wonder what I'm gonna get at the end. Postcards. And it looks like this is another collectible. Examine. Okay, so it's not letting me examine anything. Oh, and that's it. Okay.
I love it! Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mom was hesitating. Man, all these expressions are so cute. I just want to hug her. What could be causing her to act so out of character? Tap. Tap. Oh. No. Okay. Limited eye contact, watery, defensive body language, and missing.
Crossed arms, furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Oh. Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask her for help. It must be something very important. Oh, look at her face. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve? I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run. She's not happy. Okay.
Wow, the case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere. Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it. Try to get out of it. Help Mom. I'm gonna help Mom.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition. Yes? You have to help me grade. You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big, shiny F to an overconfident student. Me too, Jenny.
Don't push your luck. Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend and you still need to pack.
This again. Look, I've already considered your offer, Mom, and I'm gonna have to decline.
I love it when when a kid is like, you know what, I can make adult decisions, even though I'm a kid, and you're obviously the parent. It's cute.
I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the oven. Or in the kitchen. Question motive.
Late again. What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you were told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine. And try to stay out of trouble. When do I ever get into trouble?
Oh, stop being so cute. Okay, so I think that is where I'm going to stop there for this first bit. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing it. So far, I'm freaking in love with Jenny. She's so cute. I'm really curious to see how her personality changes throughout the game when we make all these decisions. My guess about the mom is that she is, I hope she's not cheating on the dad, because it says she's not wearing her ring. So I'm assuming that's her wedding ring, or she's divorced, or her dad's dead. I don't know. And Jenny sounded super suspicious at the end, so I'm wondering if she's going on a date. That's my theory. But other than that, I will post the next part soon. I hope to see you guys again. Have a great one.